Look, over half of the millennials and Gen Zs are now saying that they are struggling from paycheck to paycheck. And I don't mean to offend you or agitate you, but here's the honest truth. The traditional path of going to a 4-year college, getting a degree and getting a job, it just doesn't work the same way anymore. And for a long time, quite honestly, I subscribed to this path. Coming from Asian American parents, my dad's a PhD, my mom has a master's in computer science. All I knew was traditional education. I went to UCLA, graduated in 3 years rather than 4, got a degree, piece of paper with biology and an entrepreneurship minor, and somehow I finished scratching my head thinking, what did I just learn that could help me make an income online? And in this video today, I want to share with you the 5 high income skills that I truly believe you can learn within 90 days or less. And if executed upon properly, can earn you a full-time income, and you don't need a 4-year college degree to do so. Now, before I jump to point number 1, I do want to clarify that these high income skills are very powerful for one reason. You don't need to start a business. You just focus on one skill. Get so good at it that other businesses and other clients cannot say no to working with you. And for that reason, these are recession proof. Now, the first skill set is what I call short form editing. Now, I have a lot of peers that you might recognize. Iman, Luke Belmar, Andrew Tate, and all of them do this one thing, which I do as well. And that's called short form content. If you go on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, it doesn't matter what platform it is, chances are you have seen a 30 to 45 second video of one of them. And this short form content has a really viral strategy. Let me just explain what the strategy is. If you post something that's 30 seconds long, it's easily digestible, and that goes viral. And then what ends up happening, they decide out of curiosity to search you up on YouTube, and then that's how they land on your main YouTube channel. And then once they're on your main YouTube channel, that's where people can actually begin promoting their own offers, whether that's a course, that's a supplement, that's a clothing line, whatever the main product is that they're used to actually make money through the business. And the truth of the matter is, business owners right now need desperately people who can take their content, edit and package it, and tell their story in an elegant way for them to be able to grow their business. And so if you learn this one skill of editing, for sure, you can make $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Now, before I talk about the remaining 4 high income skills, I do want to tell you that if you want a deep dive on what's the best business opportunity for you to start this year, I would recommend you watch my most popular YouTube video, where I break down the best 5 to 7 business models and which one is best suited for you depending on what personality type you have, whether you're introverted or extroverted, whether you're beginner, advanced. And quite frankly, every day I probably get like 15, 20 people who DM me on Instagram saying, dude, that was one of the best videos I've ever seen before. People literally DM me their notes on Instagram of what they learned. Feel free to do so as well. I'd appreciate if you shared it, but I'll leave that as the first link down below. Definitely make sure you check out that video once you're done with this one. Now, for the second teaching point, it's called social media copywriting. Now, if you look at most of the influencers that post social media posts online, you might wonder, do these guys actually write their own content, or do they have someone writing the emails for them? And the reality is, most influencers use what I call a leveraged writing method, which is they take their voice, their thoughts, and they'll record a 1-minute Loom video. They might record an audio message and send that to a copywriter, but it's a copywriter's responsibility for taking that person's voice or message and then writing a full post on it, writing a full email on it. Even long form YouTube videos, they're not even writing themselves. They have someone else write them for them. And that's exactly what a copywriter does. And business owners desperately need this position because they are not willing to write every single piece of copy themselves. Now, copywriters generally starting can be as low as $1,500 to $3,000 a month. However, if you are a very good copywriter, you could very simply get that income $5,000, $7,000, even $10,000 a month if you're bringing value to the organization you're working with. Now, this third high income skill is something that you might not expect, and it's what I call high performance. Now, a lot of you might be rolling your eyes thinking, oh, it's just another productivity. He's going to tell me to wake up early. He's going to tell me to take cold showers. He's going to tell me to be disciplined and don't give up and some motivational BS. No, that's not what I'm here to tell you. I want to just explain to you very clearly that most people in our generation now cannot do one thing. You know what it is? Focus. Because we are flooded with so many distractions on a daily basis, whether that's social media, messages, bumps, notifications, dings, porn. When was the last time this week where you actually sat down, had no distractions, and whether you're a student, whether you're working a 9-to-5 job or you got your own side hustle, you actually sat down and focused for 2-3 hours nonstop and got into flow states? When I asked that question to most of my friends who are in university, to most of my friends who work 9-to-5 jobs, they go, honestly, dude, like that never happens. Like every 30 minutes, I'm gonna get some email, I'm gonna get some message, I'm gonna get a text from my parents, I'll check it, and then, that goes down the rabbit hole where I get distracted. And you know what? The research shows that because of all the distractions that modern day society has now created for us, humans have up to a 30 to 40% decrease in their outputs, which means if you're working 10 hours every single day and you're going, man, I work hard, I work really, really hard, and I know that because I'm working like 50, 60 hours. Can you imagine if out of every 10-hour day, you only actually got 6 hours of work done and 4 hours you just wasted? You somehow wasted it away because you lacked this one skill set, high performance. Now, all of a sudden you understand, wow, it does make sense. The reason why I have been able to build a $20 million company in only the last 3-4 years of my business career is really, really simple. It's not because I'm smarter than you. It's not even because I work harder than you. It's because I have figured out a way that during the same 10-hour workday that you and I both have together, we're both sitting in front of the computer, I'm just able to get 2 times more things done than you and all my competitors because I have figured out how to be a high performer. The faster that you can get to mastering high performance, the faster you will execute and move faster with any of these other high income skills that I'm going to share with you. So let's jump into the other 2. Now, these 2 are my particular favorites because both of them I have done, and I'm going to share them with you in the progression in which the first skill is what got me to my first $4,000 to $6,000 a month, and then the second skill set I'm going to share with you here is what got me to over $15,000 to $20,000 a month in income. So let's do the first one. It's called remote setting, right? But remember at the beginning of the video, I told you that there's something I'm going to expose that none of these online coaches and gurus want you to know. It's that they're making more money selling their education products than they are actually doing the thing that they're telling you to do. One of the divisions of my company is a B2B division where we actually coach and consult for these business owners. But I have one client who teaches how to make money with YouTube automation. He makes about $10,000 a month with automation. His business that sells a course on YouTube automation does over $500,000 a month. So you can see the difference in income. Another one of my friends who has an Airbnb real estate offer, he made his first 6 figures doing real estate Airbnb. He has a business that does over $300,000 a month selling a $10,000 course on real estate Airbnb arbitrage. I have my own online education products as well. The point I'm just trying to make is that when everyone in this gold rush of an opportunity is trying to find gold, there's other people who made their fortune selling shovels. And that's what selling courses is. All of them, if you send them a message on a platform like Facebook or you DM them on Instagram, they're going to respond to you, but it's not actually them responding to you. Chances are it's a person called a remote setter, is a trained secret agent whose only job it is to message people on Instagram. And when they message them on Instagram, do you know what happens? The setter talks with you back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, tells you about the opportunity, tells you about what the product is, and then the setter tries to book you onto a phone call. And when he books you onto a phone call, a closer, which I'll talk about in a second, is a person who sells products. Now, if the product, let's say, is a $5,000 course, the setter generally is going to make about 4 to 5%. Well, 5% commission on a $5,000 product is $250, which means every single day, if you book a few calls and those calls show up to the phone call and then the salesperson is able to sell the product, that setter just made $250 day in and day out like clockwork. And honestly, in my opinion, I don't think there's anything simpler that can get you to your first $3,000 to $5,000 a month than this skill set. Which now takes me to the 5th skill, which is remote closing. Now, remember how I just told you someone actually needs to talk to you on the phone to sell the product? That person is called a remote closer. And a closer's job is over a 1-hour phone call or Zoom call. The goal is to help you create a plan of action, identify your goals, identify where you're stuck. And if the closer thinks that you're right fit, the closer will recommend that their product is a solution to your pain and your problems. And that's the product that the customer typically buys. Now, the closer, because it is a much more difficult skill set than setting, is going to make about 2 times more. Their commission is going to be about 10%. Same principle. If a closer takes 4 phone calls every single day and one of those phone calls closes at a 25% closing rate, which is pretty standard in our industry, that person is going to make one sale, $5,000, $500 a day in commissions. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, holy crap, Richard, these are awesome skill sets. But out of these 5, which one is the best one for me? And that's why I actually founded the Impact Clients University, which is an online education institution that actually trains individuals on how to build a remote career online and create a full-time income in as little as the next 3 months. My company offers complimentary game plan sessions with my career coaches, where they actually walk you through a 90-day game plan, what exactly you want to achieve in terms of career, and what is the best career that is meant for you. And if our career coaches determine that you are the perfect fit to find success within one of our paid university programs, they can tell you about that, and you can find out some more information if you'd like. And hey, at the very minimum, you got a really valuable 90-day game plan. So I'll leave that as the second link down below if you are genuinely interested in getting a 90-day game plan of what is the best career for you. And look, I don't expect you to learn all these skill sets all at once. In fact, you might know that FOCUS stands for follow one course until successful, not 2, not 3, and definitely not 5. So most importantly, my genuine, honest recommendation for you is just to focus on one of them and go all in on that one. I want you to do one thing. Watch my next video right now. It's gonna pop up right here on the best business models that you can get started with and step by step how you can get implemented with those right now. If you got value from this video, remember to share it. Text the link over to a friend, share it on your stories, and hit that subscribe button and like button if you'd like to see more videos like this. Remember, how you do one thing is how you do everything. I'll see you in that video right there.